very shortly. Those who attended our Malki is Ashri Ayin Ras Okoleile. A very, very special moving evening. And the gentleman who was responsible for much of the Svive and the atmosphere that was created, he set the tone. We have the pleasure of having him here this evening. He is Mishpoche, were the ones that made the Gashkis, responsible for making Gashmo possible. He sponsored the Lav Malkia, and he himself spoke so very, very, which is deep Yiddish concepts. Moshe Mendel Klein, who's here this evening, it's a pleasure to have him here. And he deserves a big hand here. And there was, it was durch a heimische Yiddish Torah atmosphere, so much so that it even moved the Arabian, the 9 Jews that were there. They were very, very moved, and many of them refused to sit down without a yarmulke. They made sure to put on a yarmulke when they sat down to eat. And there was the governor of Maryland, the mayor, and he was one that catapulted Eisenhower into the presidency. He nominated Eisenhower in the Republican convention. So he was a guest speaker for one of the moistest in Baltimore, Bishangi, where Yeshiva. He was the guest speaker. So when he got to speak, he said he knows that this is not only a Jewish institution, he said, but he knows it's an Orthodox one. And he said he feels more comfortable with the Orthodox, he said, because he was one time invited to a bar mitzvah. He said he had many Jewish friends. He was invited to a bar mitzvah in a Reform temple, and he likes, when he comes between Jews, he wants to be sensitive to their mode of observance. So he carried the yarmulke with him, and he reached his pocket for his yarmulke, and he started putting on his yarmulke. So one of his aides, relatives, said, Mr. Governor, he said, don't put on yarmulke here. You'll insult some of the regular worshippers. If you look around and see, they're not wearing yarmulkes. In the Reform, not wearing yarmulkes. He said, because I couldn't put on a yarmulke in that temple, that's the first time in my life that I felt like a goy. Yes, they were speaking about Rahman's plan, the horrible Holocaust, and the atrocities, and that the Nazi Yimach Shimon B'Zichram, and possibly in Tatzim, when the Klal Yisrael was going to go into Eretz Yisrael, Zayin Shekishu, Zayin Chilku, when they settled into Eretz Yisrael. So there was a special mitzvah in the Tatzim, as with Bechoisam, Yishibatzim, as Matziveisam, Vashem Tizrum Beis, with the Gadeun, that you had to obliterate all forms of Avodah Zorah from all over, all the Batam Eshmom, to wipe it out. But V'loi Sasun Kain, Hashem Al-Kechem. The same shouldn't be done to the British Club. So from this, we know that from following what you should do to Avodah Zorah, and what you should not do, that's the makor of Mechikas Hashem. I say, one son, if you shouldn't you disgrace it by Mechikas Hashem, by destroying the Sefer Torah and wiping out Hashem's name. So you're over on the law of Leisasrum Kain, Hashem Lekechem. What you're supposed to do by Avodah Zorah, Rahman Slan, shouldn't be done by Klal Yisrael. So he mentioned the story yesterday. Somebody who was concerned that the Nazis saw that what they made a Yid burn up a Sefer Torah. They made a Yid take and burn up a Sefer Torah. So he had a Sefer Torah at gunpoint. So he had a Sefer Torah in his house. He was afraid they'll make him do the same thing. So he took a Sefer Torah, he went over to the river, and he dumped it into the river. He thought that he's causing it less bizoyan, less disgrace for the Sefer Torah by throwing it into the river. So he came to ask Yeshaya if he did the right thing or not. So anyways, the Streichem brings a shaila that pirates were about to attack. They were out on the ocean, and there was a Yiddish boat with Eden, and they had a Sefer Torah, and they were concerned that the pirates will take the Sefer Torah, they'll disgrace it. So they decided to take the Sefer Torah and to throw it overboard. So he said, he told them that they did the right thing. He said because he said they'll be it's not, they're not really, that's how he passed on. That's what he wrote to the Streichem. He said they're not really biyodayim directly with the hands. They're not Mechikis Hashem. They're not wiping out Hashem's name. He said it was only a grumma. It was only a resulting consequence of them throwing it in. They themselves didn't wipe out Hashem's name. They just throw it in. But the other Achronim, they ding of them, and they say, what do you mean? That's not a grumma. There's no question about it. Once you throw the Sefer Torah into the water, it certainly has to be obliterated. So amongst the many horrible stories there were during the war, there was a mother who had given birth not long ago, and weakened from childbirth. She was asking for a knife. She's asking for a knife. She wants a knife. A German officer was saying to her, he thought for sure she wants to. She wants to be Mablas Nodas. So he rushed over. So first, the blusher of the he was there. He ran over to her and he started telling her, you have to have a minute of talking. He didn't know what she wanted the knife for also. He said, you have to have a minute of talking. There's on the horizon, we have a vision of a better day. We'll be out of this horrible, so the nasty officer saw him going over to her, so he went over to him and gave him a zest. He said, what are you conspiring with her for? So, and he gleefully, he took out of his pocket a knife with a big shmeichel, and he handed her the knife. So she took the knife, and she turned her eyes upward to Barislam, and said, Barislam, you gave me a pure Jewish child. Yeah, I'm returning him to you as pure, also pure. And she made a bracha and she made a bris milah. Chanan ben Akash Omer, Rotsa HaKadosh Baruch Hu, L'zakish Yisrael, L'tikol Hebron Torah Mitzvah Shlemar, Adonai Chavetz Ma'atzil Kol Yagd Torah.